Hey guys, welcome to today's video, and I've finally been working on this for some time. I finally got my favorite vitamin C serums of 2023, and I've got some of my ones I don't like as much, and then a ton in between. So I would say over the last, I don't know, 10, 15 years, I've tried dozens of vitamin C serums, if not hundreds of them, and probably at least 100. And in my opinion, as of this year, this day, these are my favorite recommendations, and some of these are different textures and things for different reasons. So let me just start out with my top favorite one, the Geek Gorgeous Sea Glow, $14, 15% L-ascorbic acid, ferulic acid, vitamin E, wonderful product. They manufacture it weekly. The US website, the shipping's now a lot more affordable. So check this one out. This is my favorite. Second up, the Timeless. So the Timeless CE Ferulic Serum retails for about $24. I like that they have a 20% option or a 10% option. It also has ferulic acid and vitamin E. The one thing I miss, the sweet spot with ascorbic acid tends to be 15%. So with this, you're either going a little bit high, which could be irritating, or going a little bit low, which, you know what, low and slow sometimes is the way to go. So I like that. They've re-changed their packaging, so it's now a glass bottle with a pump, so it's a little bit more sophisticated packaging, and it doesn't leak like the other one did. Okay, next up, I'm just flying through these because I've got so much to talk about. So next up, I've got the Dr. Brenner Vitamin C Serum, retails for $20. I will link to it at Amazon, sold and shipped by Dr. Brenner. This one's 20% L-ascorbic acid, also contains ferulic acid, vitamin E, and hyaluronic acid. And what you want to see in a vitamin C serum, you want to see ferulic acid, you want to see vitamin E, because those can sometimes really increase the amount of photoprotection you get with L-ascorbic acid, which is protecting your skin from UV damage. So when you see those other ingredients in there, be happy, because that's what you want in there. You want vitamin E, you want ferulic acid. I think some studies have shown it can double the photoprotective properties. So vitamin C is great to use underneath your sunscreen, your daytime routine. If your skin tolerates ascorbic acid, that is the way to go. That is the most studied, proven form of vitamin C. There are several other derivatives, none of which, in my opinion, have been studied nearly as much as ascorbic acid. So that's why ascorbic acid is where you want to be if your skin tolerates it. Some people can be very sensitive to it, especially since ascorbic acid, to be absorbed and used into skin, needs to be at a proper pH, which is kind of acidic. It's a little bit low. Typically 4 or under for pH, so sometimes people can find it irritating. But if your skin tolerates ascorbic acid, that's the way to go. Okay, next up, coming at number 4, this one's expensive compared to the last 3, but it's good. The Clinique Fresh Pressed Vitamin C, which uses 10% L-ascorbic acid, also has squalane and peptides in it. And what makes it unique is it's fresh until you go to use it, and then you have about 10 days, but you can squeeze this dispenser, then it emulsifies it, and then it's good to be used for 10 days. But anyway, so they have a sell in a pack of 4 for $86. So it's a little bit expensive, but the nice thing is it's fresh. So when you're ready for it. Okay, next up, coming at number 5, which is really a lot more affordable after you look at the Clinique, $25, 1 ounce. The Skin Deva Vitamin C Serum. This one's 20% ascorbic acid, also has the ferulic acid and vitamin E. I believe all these are fragrance-free, and Skin Deva also manufactures theirs very regularly. When mine got delivered, it was crystal clear. And if you can, store these in your fridge after you use them, between uses. It will help it stay fresh longer. Okay, next up, so this one's a waterless formula, so it's more stable. It lasts longer when it's not water-based formula, and that's the Vitamin C 10% Waterless Vitamin C Serum, which retails for about $50. 10% L-ascorbic acid, alpha Arbutin. It is a little greasy. It takes a while to absorb, which is why it's not quite up there with the Geek Gorgeous, but it's still a really nice option. And it does contain a little bit of fragrance from tangerine and bitter orange oils, so keep that in mind if your skin is sensitive. But it's a nice waterless formula. I've got a couple other waterless formulas coming up. And next up, the Neutrogena Rapid Tone Repair Vitamin C Serum Capsules, retail for $43, and these are handy. So they come in these little capsule things, and you can just pack them up. So I'm going to the cabin this weekend, and I'm just going to pack a couple of these instead of bringing a whole bottle with. And then you can just open each one as you use them. So they're really handy for that. There you go. There's little capsules. Here we go. So perfect for travel. It's got a lotion texture to it, so it doesn't have that serum texture, but it's always fresh. 20% ascorbic acid, lotion texture, fresh until open and great for travel. Okay, next up, this one is totally different than the other ones because this one is meant to be used at night, which it's a little different, but you know what? Ascorbic acid has a reservoir effect. It stays in your skin for a long time, hours, I think a day and a half afterwards. So there might be something to using it at night, but it's got a really nice texture to it. It's the It Cosmetics Confidence in Your Beauty Sleep Vitamin C Serum. Retails for $62. 12% ascorbic acid. It also contains ferulic acid, and I've been enjoying this. Sometimes I like to use it at night and change it up. So anyway, it's almost 2/3 of the way gone, but I enjoy changing it up once in a while and using this at night, and sometimes just going a little more simple in my daytime routine if I'm feeling kind of lazy, I guess. So that's something worth considering. It's also fragrance free. Okay, next up we've got the CosRx Vitamin C 23 Serum, which retails for about $20, although I will mention it's not a full ounce bottle. It's 2/3 of an ounce, 20 milliliters. So this one contains 23% in the combination of L-ascorbic acid and ethyl ascorbic acid, a combination of both of those. It has no noticeable scent, but it does contain gardenia florida extract, which is typically a fragrance ingredient that might have some benefits for skin, but overall it's primarily a fragrance ingredient. Some people can be sensitive to it, but it's starting to show up in a lot of stuff, a lot of products these days. So this one is also worth checking out. And then last but not least, I've got several runners up and then my bummers to mention. The Ordinary Ascorbic Acid 8% plus 2% alpha Arbutin retails for $12. I will link to this one below. This was also a waterless formula, so this one is pretty greasy. It takes a long time to absorb. It's not my favorite. I think that's the problem with some of the Ordinary products is they're very affordable, but they're not very fun to apply and use because texture is an issue, or sometimes the absorption's an issue, or sometimes they're pilling and things like that. But this one is, in my opinion, very similar in a lot of ways to the one from Farmacy, with the exception of the fragrance. And it's much more affordable. So, okay, I got a few runners up to mention. The Wish Trend Pure Vitamin C 21% Advanced Serum. This one's really nice. I had pretty good luck with it. Wish Trend had a couple vitamin C products going on. Now I think this is their primary one. So I can check it out. I think Yes Style carries this one. Next up, the Regimen Lab Vitamin X Serum, which is a really wonderful antioxidant product overall. It's really nice. It stays fresh a long time, but also keeping it in the fridge. There's nothing ever wrong with that. Well, anyway, with vitamin C. Okay, a different form, the Bubble Daydream Brightening Serum. This uses a different type of vitamin C aside from ascorbic acid. So keep that in mind. They're not as studied or researched or as proven, but this one I find has a really nice texture. And it's just pretty nice serum. It does help a little bit with brightening. It's got a lot of brightening ingredients in it. The Paula's Choice C15 Super Booster. It's pretty expensive. That's why I don't recommend it in my favorite ones. But it's expensive, but it does the job, although the bottle's even smaller. It's the same size as the CosRx, 2/3 of an ounce, and it's really expensive. But it's still, typically I've had good luck and good results with it. And then last but not least, the BioBare Vitamin C, B, E, and Ferulic Serum. That's a mouthful. This one's really good. Let's see, it's got the L-ascorbic acid, fragrance-free, nice cinnamide in there as well. And it's a pretty nice product. You can buy it at their website or Amazon sells it as well. I've got a few disappointments and then a bunch that are just in the middle. I'm annoyed with Drunk Elephant. What they did with their C-Firma serum, selling it oxidized for years, leaves me with a bad taste in my mouth. I picked up the new bottle, which is similar to the Clinique in the fact that you need to mix the two. So anyway, I haven't mixed it and tested it yet, but I'm still annoyed with the whole thing. And it's still ridiculously expensive. So I just think there's better options. If you're going to spend hundreds of dollars, there's just so many better options out there. And then the SkinCeuticals Silymarin CF Serum, I didn't end up loving this one. If you're going to spend the money on SkinCeuticals, get the main one. But what I've heard lately is people have had been ordering it from the SkinCeuticals website and it's arriving oxidized. When you're spending $180 on something that arrives oxidized, I would be really irritated spending that much. I didn't love the texture of the CeraVe Vitamin C serum, and it's not really a serum, it's more of a lotion. It kind of irritated my skin a little bit, but it seems to work well for a lot of other people, so I didn't love the texture of it. And then I've got a whole bunch of other ones somewhere in the middle. Claire's came out with a new one. I'll review it this weekend. Their fresh juiced vitamin charging serum. I'll review that one this weekend, so be sure to check that out. And then a bunch that are somewhere in the between. I like the Summer Friday CC serum. It's nice. I haven't reviewed it, but I definitely will. The Milano CC is always a good one. It does have some fragrance in there, but it stays fresh for an amazing amount of time, and it's really affordable. So, and it has it absorbs. It's very hydrating. So keep that in mind. Peter Thomas Roth. I haven't been enjoying this one. This one's a different type of vitamin C. It's not ascorbic acid. It's a derivative. So just keep in mind the derivatives. They've been studied a little bit, but more studied by the manufacturers of each derivative than actual like peer-reviewed journal studies like SkinCeuticals did. So keep that in mind. Some of them might be great for one person and not work at all for the next. I'm hoping someday more research will be done on those. But anyway, the Allies of Skin Vitamin C 35% collagen building is really wonderful. They use tetrahexyl decyl ascorbate as well as ethyl ascorbic acid. And it's wonderful. It's very expensive though, and it tends to be a little bit greasy. And for collagen building, ascorbic acid has been proven to build collagen in your skin. The derivatives, I'm not so sold that those are totally going to do the trick. M61 Vitablast serum, nice but very greasy feeling. What else? Skin Authority Super C Serum. This one I played around with a while ago. This contained ascorbic acid, but it didn't have the other exciting things I look for. So it has water, ascorbic acid, pycnogenol, which is great for your skin, and then that's kind of where it ends. So I love the ferulic acid and the vitamin E combo. If you're looking for derivatives that are really affordable, the Vani Cream Vitamin C Serum's nice. Let me see which derivative. It uses the tetrahexyl decyl ascorbate derivative, and it's got 10% of it. It's pretty good for sensitive skin types, I found, and a really nice lotion texture, so it really works nicely under sunscreen if you don't want something super hydrating, but like a lotion, this kind of does the trick for that. My nose itches. What does that mean? Like your ears itch, your nose, well, whatever. Okay, this one, I wasn't terribly impressed with it. I didn't hate it. The Glow Recipe Guava Seed Dark Spot Serum. It didn't do a ton for brightening for me overall. It's okay. A lot of people really enjoy it. There's nothing wrong with that. But for the price, there's just so many other options. And this one's got a lotion texture. It's okay. It's nothing to write home about. Paula's Choice came out with a vitamin C moisturizer, which uses, I think, 5 different types of vitamin C derivatives. Let me double check. It does. So it's got the ethyl ascorbic acid. It's got sorboglucoside. It's got several other ones in here. So that's nice because if one derivative ends up being the real deal, at least you might be getting that one and the other ones that might not do as much. So kind of like a, hey, throw it all in there and see what works kind of type deal. What else do we have? Revolution Skincare. This one I didn't love. I didn't hate. It's not memorable. I remembered using it and testing it, but I don't have any strong feelings about it either way. Stratia Skin, this one's nice. It's a lotion texture to it. It's a waterless formula, but it does use L-ascorbic acid as well as the ascorbyl tetrapalmitate, which is nice. It's kind of a lotion texture, kind of a thick lotion texture, which is nice. If you're going to use it over a good moisturizer or serum, it spreads a little bit easier. The Isntree Nice and Toning Ampule, I really enjoy this one. It's a very light texture, like water-light texture. It uses sea buckthorn in there as well as niacinamide, which makes it kind of nice and light and easy to fit into your routine. The May Love Glow Maker has been a big fan for a lot of people for a long time. It's worth checking out. It's enjoyable. The Mad Hippie Vitamin C Serum, a lot of people enjoy that one. The Biossance Squalane Rose Vitamin C Oil. I didn't love this one. I'm trying to remember what stands out about it, but It just doesn't stand out. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of rose, but in my skincare. Peach and Lily Transparent C. This one uses a derivative. I didn't find it to do anything for my dark spots or melasma, but some people swear by it. So that's always good. Peter Thomas Roth Potent C. I really was all over this one when it came out. I still enjoy it. It's really expensive, and it got more expensive the more and the later time went on. So I liked it when I used it. I think I repurchased it once. Would I repurchase at this point? Probably not. It's just the more expensive things get, it's like, you know what? Then I demand more results. If it's going to be 8 times the price of the Geek and Gorgeous, it better be 8 times as good. And usually it's not. So anyway, I think that's about it. Oh, the TM one. This one's nice. It's very similar again to the one from The Ordinary. So anyway, those are my favorites and least favorites. I will link to the list below. Interested hearing from you guys if you have a favorite vitamin C serum for this year, what it is and what you love about it. Leave a comment. Love hearing from you guys. And stay tuned for more tomorrow. Okay, thanks so much. Bye, guys.